guys? So today I made my dream team for the Vikings, and it is on All Pro. And we are going to change the uniform to custom away. I like that. Okay.
It's the NFL on
We got Lamar Jackson and an insane running back. Alright. Wait, who's starting QB? No, it's gotta be Lamar. Alright.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out.
All right, Lamar.
They'll be led out by a former most valuable player in the National Football League, the always dangerous Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. To throw is Jackson. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Inside the 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
There we go.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call it down at the 44. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. Escaping the pressure right. The quick feet by Jackson. And he takes this one down almost all the way.
My, Lamar Jackson's nasty.
Great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
You're cheating.
Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
What the heck?
Pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point.
These are not plays that you're supposed to see. In All Pro, this is what you're seeing. What the heck? No. You don't get to have that. Yeah, you don't get to have that. Nope. Absolutely not. Since you guys want to go crazy. Alright.
Opportunity miss. It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
He is off to an unfathomable start, throwing the football.
All right, Jefferson, get us somewhere. Right here, right here.
And return for touchdowns. We'll see how he bounces back. It's 1st and 10. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Lamar jet. Just jet.
Jackson.
Jet that. Oh.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here is 3rd down and 4. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll set up to throw. Complete. Jefferson.
Oh, yeah.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Play action. Now Jackson. That's caught downfield by Addison. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alvin Kamara, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are back within a score. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10.
Go, TJ. Yeah, it's my boy. It's my boy, bro.
Call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because this is something I thought would be out the game by now. But sometimes these head coaches and special teams coordinators, they just can't help themselves. It's a fake extra point, but sure enough, it winds up working out for 2 points.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play.
It's caught at the 10. And mark him down.
Excuse me? Bro. He literally just used his body to catch it. That's cheating.
Inside the Minnesota 10. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Love.
Yes!
But it's incomplete.
That play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too
You got this, Maru.
He's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
The kick by McManus is good. And that pushes the lead to 8 points. They double them up. It's 16-8.
We're down by 8.
Nice kick there as they are
Okay.
able to add on to their lead.
And that's
That'll
exactly
work.
what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
I'm about to tie this game real quick.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now it's Jackson. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Again, Jackson.
Jordan Addison, you have
Give them
butterfingers.
credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. To pass, here's Jordan Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's Love.
No.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5. To throw now. Here's Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jaden Reed, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. Jackson
Mark,
now.
run them little legs.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right.
Here's Jackson to throw.
Kamara, not open.
Pressure right. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
I don't want to be a jinx partner, put the whammy on him, but I think we could be looking at all-time damn the ground with the way that he's going. Only a few quarterbacks in this league are capable of a 100-yard game, and he's halfway there just in the first quarter. This is a record-setting pace. Hopefully, he can keep it up, and we can have fun watching him.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed. Matt LaFleur loudly raising his objections to that previous call. He's going to throw out the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And they'll give him
At least Jefferson can actually catch.
14. It's also a gain of 14.
I'm talking about you, Addison.
Another catch for him there, and the numbers
Let's
starting
go.
to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still in the first half. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones from 6 yards away. Oh, Now they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1.
I'm just too good.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Breaks a tackle. Still on his feet. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, 61 yards. And the Packers had 6 to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now up to 14.
My God.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
I'm gonna try to score here.
Kamara try the right side. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Just not a
All right, you cannot be dancing. Now I'm gonna pass to Jefferson. He's gonna catch it because you suck.
And not allowing any lanes to open up.
Told you.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. A good pickup there at 22.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Jackson. And it's caught. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you run run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal.
Tush push.
Jackson's going to try the sneak. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Lamar Jackson. It's a one. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's in.
Bye, guys. Thanks for watching. See ya. Peace.